System shut down.
Hello, hello, good morning. Alrighty. I'm late to the party today. Slow start, but I'm here. Drawing cute cat girls waits for no one. Here we go. This is what we've been working on for the past couple days. A little magical girl transformation sequence. Again, very happy. I'm in my element! We're doing it again. We started adding color yesterday. So we've got 3 colored in frames. A little messy, but I think we're getting somewhere. My favorite part is these really cute freckles. I really think, okay, here's something fun. Let's start with just a little silly detail. I'm gonna distort this a little closer to the edge. I don't usually get this close to the margin, but I kind of want to do something. Let's see. It's a star. Yeah. I don't make the rules. I like, if we have to do like a close-up, I like adding details in a couple of ways. Oh, you know what else we should do? This one's the cutest. Cutest. Here we go. You know what else we should do? We should add details to the eyes. More cyan. Is cyan your favorite color? That bright blue? Let's see, like this color? Let's see, we have a cyan here. Let's see about this. What if we did this? Gotta clean up these eyes a little bit. We could go crazy. We could go crazy. That looks a little electric. Let's see. Let's see what that looks like. Do we have a darker pink, maybe? Yeah! I love it! What about this? What about this? Okay. Unfortunately, I think the dark pink looks a little bit better. I tried the cyan. Okay, well there you go. I like that. Okay, if we're gonna do this, we gotta clean up the eyes. The eyes are like a little bit lopsided. They're not quite like a picture perfect copy. Here we go. You have cyan there because I recommended it. I do usually go for a minty green. It's one of my favorites as well. It's funny that you call it cyan. It's like a doctor referring to like a body part, like technically is what it makes me feel like. Because it's like no one, I don't know anyone who calls this like bright blue cyan, but that is like the term I use for like printing all the time. I refer to it as cyan myself. Because it's part of the CMYK values. Oh. Oh no. Everyone I know calls it cyan. That's funny. There's a lot of people I know that just like don't know what the color cyan is. The only reason I know what the color cyan is like I said, because it's like a printer color for design things, you know. Drew Nation experienced a tragedy this morning as my bike somehow got its tire flattened overnight. No! Oh my gosh, that's awful. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. I wonder if it's because it's cold. It's cold out here today. That has something to do with tires, right? Air science. I think I've described in a different stream. I don't know air science all that well. When I was going on about hot air balloons, I was like, I don't know, seems dangerous. I'm not sold on these eyes. Hang on. Everything's a little okay. I see the problem. Let's remove some things. Okay. Okay. Focus up. Here we go. We need that purple color. We're gonna use a perfect. Okay, not that brush stroke. That brush size is too small. We need like in between those two. We can't do it. Okay, delete this. Okay. I'm gonna make it like ever so light, and now I can see it. And we just want to draw it better. Just draw it better. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning or good afternoon. If it's a different time for you. Everyone I haven't said hello to. Hello, hello. Nah, it's warm out here in the desert. Oh, wow. Interesting. Might have hit the curb. Might have hit the curb when I got home last night too hard. Oh no, it sounds terrible. Oh man. I had someone when I was in college, and I used to ride my bike a lot when I was living in the city. I was living in the city during college, and I had someone steal my bike, which I was quite upset about. Oh man, that just like reminded me. No, my bike. The worst part is that it was like all customized and stuff. I had like put stickers on it and you know, me put stickers on something, which is just like I thought would prevent it from being stolen, because it was like, I don't know, maybe in some people's opinion a little messy. Like a skateboard. It was my skateboard bike. Sad. It's okay. Okay, I think this is looking a little bit better. Yeah, it's just cleaner. We're gonna have to go up. We're gonna have to go through and clean all of these frames up a little bit, but I just really like the idea of adding some details to this one. Oh my gosh, we haven't even gotten past frame 3 yet, but that's okay. There we go. Little eyelashes. There's that weird little bit here. How's that? Okay, one more time. Okay, no, one more time. It's not as curly Q as the other one. Oh man, this is so hard. There we go. Eyelash. One eyelash. Perfect. Perfectly blended into the stroke. And... No. No. No, no, no. I'm feeling lazy daisy draws right now here. Fine. Just take the other one. How about that? It's perfect. Oh man. Living in the city, you know you have to survive. This is true. Here we go. There's this tiny little scraggly bit right here. Here we go. It's still not perfect. I want it to like blend into the top of the brush stroke like perfectly, and it's just not happening. How about this? Is it? No, it's the same. I'm like tricking myself that I didn't somehow copy and paste this eyelash like perfectly. Okay. We'll move on. Let's add the eyes back. Okay. I like adding the dark pink. Let's make it like a perfect oval. There's a trick in Procreate where if you hold down the pen for like an absurd amount of time and then it straightens it out for you, makes it like a perfect circle or perfect line, whatever it is. Okay, bigger eyes, shrink it down. Duplicate. Okay, okay. She looks a little evil. That's okay. Okay. Alright, how about that cyan then, eh? Give it up for the color cyan. Cyan! I was gonna say like cyan attack. That doesn't really make sense. Okay. What else? Like a sparkly? Too much? Too much? We could do... I'm gonna say it's not too much. Sparkly eyes, zooms out, then they should get smaller, yeah? These eyes are really messed up too. Cyan strikes back. The return of cyan. This eye over here on the right is a little bit better. Oh my gosh, we have to redraw the eyes here too. Also, we can draw the stars getting like a little bit more circle shaped here, so we can go like, okay, it starts upwards. Make the freckles a little bit like a flower. Yay! I love flowers. This makes sense to me. There we go, there we go, there we go. Just a little bit, and this one doesn't matter because we didn't have a frame for it last one, so we can go crazy. It can be facing whichever way it wants to. Okay, to the right here, a little bit. Just tiny, just barely, just barely. Okay, this next one, also we didn't have a frame for, so we can do whatever. 2, 3. And finally, the last one. Okay, now what to do about these eyes? Also this hairline. There's like scraggly bits all over. All over. The headphones are wobbly. There's all sorts of things. Okay, okay. I don't want to get hung up here. Okay, we got work to do. Cyan attack. Just think about cyan stop signs. Is that an Undertale / Deltarune joke? Dude, I'm at the point where I'm starting to get them mixed up. Okay, there went the eyes. Okay, mouth is good. Maybe we can adjust the edge of the frame here just a little bit. Okay. Seems okay. The eyes. The eyes. The eyes will tell. The past, the present, and the future as well. Everyone loves that movie, right? That's The Princess and the Frog. Disney's last 2D effort into something like interesting and original. I'm being a hater for a second. I loved The Princess and the Frog though. More 2D. It looks so good. Okay, here we go. A little eyelash. This is looking good. Can we duplicate this one? Maybe I should have, how about this? Copy, remove the eyelash. What? Okay, there we go. Remove the eyelash, duplicate. Now, paste. It's Undertale. Okay, good. I can't believe they threw away their 2D department. Yeah, very sad. Very sad. Very disappointing. I saw like some fan animators doing like 2D editions of their newest project, Wish. I don't even think I've seen Wish. But someone just like they rigged out like some, what's it called? 2D rigging. I guess that's what it's called, isn't it? And they animated out some of the like concept art and things. Looked good, looked cool. There's like so many studios that are doing 2D better. They're just doing it better. Disney, I'm disappointed. That's all I have to say. I've stated my severe opinions on 3D 3D CGI. I only like it for video games. Pretty severe, I know. I mean, that's not always true. I like some 3D stuff that's been coming out recently with some new like compositing technology, or not necessarily technology, but just some cool things people have been doing with layering 2D and 3D. There's this one movie that from Netflix that has this like, I believe it's like 2D elements, and then they have some kind of like 3D like filter on top of it that like shaded everything out that makes it look like it's 3D rendered. It looks sharp. That was Klaus. That was Klaus. I remember that one. That's a Christmas movie. I like to put that one on. That one's a good one. Honestly, probably my favorite Christmas movie now. It's a show-stopping number. Ina is great. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Ina. I haven't played it yet. It's on the computer. It's one of those games I gotta play on the computer. I was gonna say, it's not on the Switch, right? Which is how I like play everything, because I like to cozy up on the couch. It's a little bit harder to cozy up at a computer. Okay, we've got our eyes. Evil eyes. Okay, let's make the pupils a little bit smaller because they are going to like kind of disappear in the next frame. I'm not doing this for every frame. No way. It's too much. Lazy Daisy draws here. I could. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hybrid animation or 2.5D. I was gonna say like 2.5D. That's a pretty good way to put it, I think. Joel Guerra. Ina creator is someone I definitely love to work with. Oh my gosh, I have like a list of like people that like inspire me. Like if an artist is just like hands down incredible, or like a one-man band, or like whatever it is, they make my my artist inspiration list. I've got like Toby Fox is like the like the best example of the sort of person that would be on that list. Oh my gosh, I get like so inspired by people like Toby, Eric Barone, Stardew Valley, to name a few. People who are just creatives. They're just creative and they just make stuff, and that stuff is good, and sometimes they don't even need a whole team of people to do it. That's nuts. I want to do that. Okay, let's make the heart a little bit smaller, actually. Just a little bit. Here we go. Wait, that's too small. That's too small. Too small. We'll make it a little bit bigger. It just looks like a speck on this frame. How's that? Okay, that's definitely smaller. Good, good, good. Toby is amazing. And the music could never be creative. That's not true. I could tell you a story. When I was in college, I had a pretty bad wrist injury where it was really difficult to hold a pencil. And as you could probably imagine, I really like to draw. And so I had to figure out other ways of being creative. There's lots of ways of being creative, is what I kind of went on this creative journey to discover. I used to like have a pen pal and I would write letters. And in doing so, I would just like, you know, make fun ways of sending silly things. Or I would scrapbook. I also started like, kind of like, what's it called? Junk journaling. Where you just like go out and you find, or you start like collecting things like throughout the day. And then you put it into like an interesting composition in like a sketchbook. There's all sorts of things. Even things like baking can be creative. I'm not very good at cooking, but that can be a very creative act in itself. Even if you're not drawing or making music or, you know, whatever it is. Nobody started out drawing Mozart. I agree. I agree. Let's see here. This is looking good. But yeah, creativity is like everywhere. I very firmly believe that. It's just kind of about, you know, what you like doing. There's, I've also, okay, so, you know, I'm an art student, so I have, I've taken a couple, like, art philosophy classes and things like that, so I don't want to sound too hoity-toity. But there's, like, what I've decided is that there's more than one way to make art, or maybe more than one reason to make art. Some people make it for the end product. Like, they really like how a painting looks at the end. You know, they spend a long time getting really perfecting a craft and things like that. And some people like to paint just because the act of painting is like soothing, you know? Maybe they aren't very like technically skilled, or maybe the portrait at the end doesn't exactly look like a face, but it's just the act of putting paint to a canvas. And I agree with that. There's people who value the process of art, and then there's people who value the end product of art, I think. And I think both are good. You don't have to, you could say I like one or the other, or I like both. I'm someone who likes both. I like hearing about the process of how something got made, or, you know, what decisions went into it. And I also can, you know, step back and admire a finished piece. We're getting philosophical this morning. But I'm lazy. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, like I said, when I injured my wrist, I wasn't able to do a whole lot. And so it was some smaller things. It was about the small acts of creativity, like something silly I used to do. I used to like save every like sticker I like came across. So like if I was having a banana and it had a sticker, I would save it and I would put it somewhere in like a spread, and I'd say like, okay, this is today's spread of like in a junk journal, and I would put the banana sticker on there. And if I like, do you guys know like those tabs on like a loaf of bread? Like when you get a loaf of bread and it has like the little date on the little tab on the end of bread. Like sometimes it has like a twisty tie, or you know, sometimes it doesn't have one, but I used to like collect the bread tabs, and if I finished a loaf of bread for that day, it'd go in the junk journal. And what I would do is I would just like, I don't know, like maybe I wouldn't be able to hold a pencil and like journal very well about the day or whatever it was, but I could just like collect things throughout the day, put it in the junk journal, and maybe try to make something interesting with it, you know? An interesting composition. I was very inspired by at the time by like Andy Warhol and his he used to like make art with like, you know, the tomato soup label is like a classic example, right? I think I was coming away with something a little bit different than what Andy Warhol was working on, but you know, just the way that you could be inspired by like, I don't know, the design elements of everything around you. The fact that I got some banana stickers. I got some rare banana stickers that had like Disney characters on them, so not to brag. I know those, the Clippy thing. Yeah, I always just called them bread tabs. I got rare bread tabs too. You go to the store certain days of the week, they have like this like turquoise green one, which is like a rare one, and I'd be like, nice, rare bread tab. Dude, I sound so weird. Have I weirded y'all out yet? I'm kind of a weirdo. Kind of weird. Have you ever seen me without this beanie on my head? No. Y'all are stuck with me now. I'm not going anywhere. It's the bread tab girl. She collects bread tabs. She talks to crows. I'm a witch. What am I gonna do with my bread tab collection? Nobody knows. I'll probably use it to cast a spell on you. Anyways. You gonna do the Eclipse achievements too? I don't know. I've never done like every game achievement in a video game. That sounds kind of hard. Thank you again for putting together Super Mario Sunshine Eclipse. I am very curious about it. It sounds cool, especially because I've just been spending a lot of time just kind of like lamenting how we don't have Super Mario Sunshine 2. I guess it just probably wasn't popular enough. I think there's like a lot of people with strong feelings on Sunshine that say like, oh, well, you know, the classics are better, which is fine. I just liked what they were going for. They went for something crazy. They went with the aesthetic of every level is a beach level. I love it. That's a good idea. It's fun, but definitely harder. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little lopsided. The hair is a little bit lopsided. Is that okay though? Maybe it's okay. I'm gonna put this behind the head. Wait. Okay, the head, front. No. No. Okay, I see what to do. I see what the problem is. this is gonna be me dancing to this music in a second. Okay, purple eyes. Let's bring the eyes in. We can fine tune this. I just need to move forward. I'm getting like paralyzed with the stress of, oh, what if I mess something up? Let's just keep going. We got it. We got it. We got it. This is easy. Just draw a silly backwards number 6, and then there we go. Easy. Let's see. Smooth this out a little bit. Any update on animating something from the guy who didn't like musicals? I did spend some time thinking about it, and I've unfortunately decided to table this idea because of copyrighted music. That's something you gotta be very, very careful with, especially as I'm, you know, trying to grow. I really just wouldn't want to risk it. So unfortunately, that's the answer. I'm sorry. Also, I've been recently handed a couple of collaboration opportunities that have made my schedule jam-packed. I'm actually very excited. I haven't talked about it too much yet. Mostly what I've said is secret project. A secret project. All I've said is secret project, and I have several personal secret projects that I'm working on. Especially Zirian the Wizard has been buzzing around in my brain again. But I have several other, like, characters that I'd like to introduce. And a YouTuber I like reached out to me and wants to do an animation collab. Oh, I'm so happy. I'll give her a shout out. Her name is Athena P on YouTube. She's cool. I like her. Anyways, yeah, not to brag, we're gonna be doing a little collab. I'm like unbelievably happy. I feel like such a cool guy right now. You're going places. I know. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh man. I seriously have just been like, me? Me? Are you sure? Me? Yeah, I've got a big smile on my face. I'm a real smiley gal right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna be putting the pedal to the metal. The pedal to the metal on that. I also had a group of some cool people reach out to me on socials who are making a Game Grumps game. And they asked me to do a couple of sprites for them, a couple of animations for them, so I'm like, sure, absolutely. So yeah, lots of things on the to-do list. Not to mention, this weekend, Super Mario Sunshine Showdown. It feels good to be busy, being creative. It feels good. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun. This channel has been a lot of fun. Streaming has been a lot of fun. Talking to all of y'all, I've really enjoyed it. I love Athena P. Awesome. Awesome. Be on the lookout. Woo! I'm so excited. I love her too. Also, she is a very cool gal. She's just very cool. Now that I've talked to her, I can say she is very cool, very nice. There's actually a level in Eclipse containing all... Oh, hang on, let me try that one more time. There's actually a level in Eclipse containing all of the beta scrapped Isle Delfino locations in high quality. Dude, I was watching a video the other day of like all of the like concept art and like all the demos of Super Mario Sunshine that they had like released, and like everything that got scrapped and all the levels, and I love that stuff. Also, I have been like raging, not raging, I've been upset. I've been upset that the game, they were talking about how this one YouTuber, I should post it. There was this like 7-hour deep dive that I was watching, and the dude was like speculating about which level was probably like the last one designed, and you know how certain bosses might have been taken from other levels and like all these things, and they were just kind of like speculating kind of what got left on the cutting room floor. And also there's that website, the Cutting Room Floor, that has a bunch of stuff documented. I am fascinated by like lost and cut content. Absolutely fascinated by it. I feel very strongly about like lost media, or like thinking about what things could have been, especially with like more time or budget or whatever it is. I love that sort of thing. Also, now that I know, I kind of see like a couple of things that it's just like, well, this thing doesn't make exact sense, you know, this thing does seem a little bit unfinished. It doesn't change my my love of the game, but just interesting. I learned the same thing about Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, and apparently there's like a bunch of files in the game. Noki Bay was the last. Yeah, that's what he was saying too. And I see that. I actually see that 100%. I think they're right. But like I'll probably go on and on about this a little later during the speed run. Do you think I can call it that? Do you think I can call it a speed run? I think I'm gonna make people upset. I'll say it jokingly speed run. Everyone just has to know we're all having fun here. Oh man. But yeah, very fascinating. Someone was there's a video out there about like all the dungeons in Wind Waker that got cut. Apparently there was going to be like a whole like sunken city of Hyrule, and I 1100% think that is true, because I remember getting to Hyrule Castle in Wind Waker and being like, oh, this is it. And it totally would have been like the most like gut punching thing ever. It would have been so like, I don't know, I guess maybe it would have been a little dark, but I would have loved it. And it also reminds me a lot of Zelda games where you kind of flip the map on its head and all of a sudden it's like the Dark World, or you know, like a mirror dimension, whatever it is. There's every once in a while when you think like maybe this is just a little bit unfinished, it makes me a little sad. I'm like, oh man, I wish we got to have it finished. But you know, I usually still say, well, it's good overall or whatever it is. But Twilight Princess's Twilight Realm, that's all I have to say. Don't get me started. I have a feeling that wasn't finished. Average run, speed walk. Okay, I like average run. Call it the world record attempt speed run. Yeah, that won't bring any people that expect precise, perfect, no mistakes at all. That won't bring anyone who expects that. I call it that, and then like within the first like 30 seconds I get dunked on like crazy. Everyone's just like, what is this? Yeah. Yeah, so I gotta think about that. Oh, man. It's gonna be so fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good weekend. I have to decide what, the stream the day before will be. Since it'll probably be a one-off. A one-off in preparation. Here we go, here we go. Let's clean this up. Let's try to make a good headphones frame for once. All of them have been like really messy. Also the color board up here is giving me some trouble. Let's scale it down. I'm gonna put it over to the corner. I should do better. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling it was hiding something. Here it is. I can't wait for all the things you're gonna do. Thank you. Me either. I've said it before. I'm very impatient. I want it done right now. I wish I could just be a speed racer in art. I do have a pretty quick workflow, I think, all things considered, but also these daily streams, I get a lot done. I get a lot more done during the week. Okay, well, that's not where the ears go, actually. The ears would be here. Hang on, I'm just doodling. I'm just yapping, and there we go. Ears. Ears are here. There are the ears. Shoot, the cat ears won't fit in this frame. Here we go. Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas for like one-off gaming streams. I want to do some, like, speaking of like lost media and like, I don't know, just certain gaming experience that are lost to time. I want to go do some like, what's it called? I guess I've done like some Wayback Machine stuff that probably wouldn't be too exciting for a stream, but if I could get like certain like Neopets websites up, I don't think that would be too tricky. But Neopets is still up, Webkins is still up. I want to do like a early 2000s website browser games. I think that would be fun for like one-offs in between games. I'd like it. I played Pixie Hollow the other day. That was fun. It was a little broken. Very sad. Oh, man. You're really fast. That reminds me of the Office quote, Michael Scott. I'm fast. I'm very fast. Oh man, my brain is unfortunately a lot of Office quotes. Remember when everyone loved The Office? Everyone still loves The Office, right? Everyone loved The Office, and then everyone was like, man, everyone just loves The Office too much. And I was like, okay. I can't help it. An Oreo? Dude, I love Oreos. I would take an Oreo. I would enjoy an Oreo right now. Not sponsored, I just like Oreos. That's what I was thinking, telepathically communicating. Good. Awesome. I have just like a bunch of just like really obscure lines like that come to my mind on stream, and I'm like, don't say them, no one's gonna know what you're talking about. My mission is complete. Are you the one sponsored by Oreos? Spreading the good word of the delicious sandwich cookie. Do you guys know what Balloon Shop is? There was a bit that Balloon Shop did about Oreos a long time ago. Someone mentioned Balloon Shop in a YouTube video I was watching the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh. What? I thought I was all alone. I was all alone. Yes, really? What are the odds? What are the odds? I was like, surely, in this handful of people right here. Probably not. That's my duty. Oreos must be spreading joy. What's Balloon Shop? Oh, they were a like skit group from back in the day. I don't really know what else to say. They had like, it was just like, I think it was like a group of like roommates or something. And they just started like making videos where they had like reoccurring characters and they would do like these silly skits. It was very much like the early internet kind of humor. Just really silly, like random, rar, lol, that sort of thing, you know? But, yeah, I never hear, like, anyone talk about it anymore. I wonder if I don't know if they're still making things. I have to go soon. I have school. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. The sentient Oreo. Okay, let's see. Let's round out the face just like a little bit. Okay. We're getting somewhere. It looks kind of wintry. It looks like earmuffs. We can fix that. Also, the cat ears are like moving. Idea. What if the cat ears like twitched? Like a cat's? Glad you had fun with me. Absolutely. At this point, I want to join every stream you have. Well, there's a lot of them. Yeah, feel free to drop in whenever. Okay, here we go. Let's add, she needs a neck. Okay. The head sits upon the neck. Okay, good. What was her outfit supposed to be? We haven't decided that yet. Okay, whatever the outfit is, it has to not clash with the white color of the headphones, because it's going to like either sit on top of or behind. And then I'm thinking yellow, but I'm not sure about yellow. We could do cyan, but we'd have to change the background because I think it wouldn't sit too well on top of the light color we have, but maybe. Do we have like a lighter? Okay, how about this? We can try it. Gotta go. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a good day. The neck sits upon the air. This is true. We can fix this. Let's give the neck something to sit upon. The shoulders. Oh. Okay, let's move this above the hair layer. I unfortunately put the neck and the hair layer on the same one. This is silly. Cyan? What's cyan? Never heard of it. Is this an example? I was talking about this earlier. If you've never heard of the color cyan, it's this like electric blue. It's funny if you have like a printer, or if you ever have to like submit a file for printing, like I have to do that sort of thing for work all the time. They sometimes ask for YMCK, or sorry, CYMK. I get it mixed up. Acronyms get mixed up in my brain sometimes. But anyways, like printer colors are set to, here we go, I'll just write it out. CMYK. And then there's screen colors, which are RGB colors. So C stands for black. I don't remember why. I think it has something to do with color codes or something like that. C stands for black color printing. M stands for magenta. Y is yellow. No, wait, hang on. C stands for cyan. K stands for black. Oh my god. I can't listen. It's early in the morning. I'm not expected to host a color theory class. C stands for cyan. This magenta. Y is yellow and K is black. And then it's red, green, blue. That one's easy. These are the printing colors. I don't know why cyan is in there. How does nobody know cyan? I'm telling you, it's not usually like colloquially called cyan. A lot of people call it like mint green, but I know what cyan is because of printing colors. But yeah, this is something graphic designers have to learn, because printing colors and screen colors are different. They are different. We got cyan, magenta, like why is magenta one of the printing colors? Don't ask me. Yellow and black for this one. So somehow a printer is able to combine all of, or I should say not all of, but like these few colors somehow combine to get a full color printer. Don't ask me how. This is called additive color, because all of these colors get like layered on top and somehow it turns into the color brown or the color green and all these things. And I think they start very vibrant because the more you add a layer of color on a printer, it dulls the color, right? That's also why you can't get very vibrant colors in prints. Anyways, and RGB is subtractive. R, where's green? Green, blue. These are the colors that make up your screen. And in the center is white. That's why you get ridiculously crazy, vibrant colors on a screen, but less colors when printing. I don't know if that makes sense. This has been Lexadaisy Knowledge Corner, the Lexadaisy Learning Center, where she stumbles through color theory. That probably didn't make sense, and if it doesn't make sense, it's okay, because everybody I explain it to, it doesn't make sense either. It's fine, I know all this anyway. Okay, you got me. Well, how'd I do explaining it, huh? Pretty good, right? I could be a teacher. I thought about it for a while. I could get things wrong and say, wait a minute, sorry, oops, disregard. All right, let's remove my color notes here. Huh, the more you know. It makes sense. I can share some approximate knowledge. I have approximate knowledge of many things. Don't worry, we'll get back to the magical cat girl. Unfortunately, we will have to come back to magical cat girl next time. Next time on Game Grumps is almost what I just said. That is crazy. It's just in my brain. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we will continue the cat girl. We got one frame down. Oh my gosh, we didn't even finish it. Oh man. One of these days, huh? We'll get somewhere. Alrighty. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's time for me to head off for the day. Takes head off for the day, so that I don't have to think. That's right. Alrighty, thanks so much for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. I do art and animation streams every day during the week. We'll probably be working on the same project. I hope you have a good day or morning or night, wherever you are. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.